You asked for it. So here today we have an algebraically attempted Oden. This is not going to end well.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Taking fire. Check your fire.
For those of you unfamiliar with the Oden is a slow rate of fire, hard-hitting AR from the Modern Warfare title. Of course, our base version for Warzone. But here's where it becomes a problem. With the inclusion of first, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and now second, Vanguard, we've run into a moment in which the Oden is no longer viable in almost anything it does. The Modern Warfare series has a tendency to take high damage guns with low rate of fire and giving them massive recoil to compensate for the potential damage that it can put out. But in Warzone, that's not quite how this works out. Because now, when you start looking at it against its competitors, it just doesn't stack up. Weapons even like the Volkssturmgewehr, which is considered a low damage, decent rate of fire, actually outclasses it significantly. When you compare it to the Volkssturmgewehr, a weapon that fires pretty fast with a low damage, it just outclasses it significantly. You're going to see the Volkssturmgewehr up to 30 meters, firing at 666 to 725. The Oden finally maintaining its supremacy anywhere past that. But with the Oden being a high recoil weapon, it's going to be harder to land these shots at the 33 to, infinity after that. Same thing goes for the Oden versus even weapons that are like the Cooper Carbine. The current Cooper Carbine featuring its compressed rounds just straight up just fries it up to 43 meters. Again, the Oden after 45 starts to be semi-compatible, but what ends up happening is the Cooper has significantly less recoil. If we continue on our way through the Vanguard titles, and then we look at something even like the NZ, which, up until recently was considered the meta weapon, it is actually one of the ones that doesn't beat it out. But when you start looking at things with the recoil booster, it does pretty much tie it up to 28 meters. But keep in mind, all these weapons have significantly less recoil than the Oden. So if we're looking at it mathematically, the Oden features it's the only weapon that features the colossal suppressor. We throw at it with the 810 barrel. We put on it a decent sight. The canted hybrid actually has one of the most amount of recoil reduction. And we're looking at a magazine at this point. We either take 20 rounds and try to land every possible shot, or we try to take sleight of hand to reload faster. And I think realistically, sleight of hand, seeing as it drops it from 3 seconds to 1.5 versus putting a 30-round mag at 3 seconds. So 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds, that's 40 bullets for every 3 seconds compared to 30 bullets for every 3 seconds. So that means mathematically speaking, sleight of hand is stronger than your larger magazine. Also, it doesn't slow you down. Commando foregrip is probably your best bet. And that's what you got. With the Modern Warfare weapons, there's only 5 attachments, and there's really not a lot of other options. Realistically, a way to buff the Vanguard or the Modern Warfare weapons versus the current Vanguard set would to be add the Modern Warfare weapons a 6-slot choice specifically for ammo types. Much like the NZ and all the other ones, you can choose subsonic, which means you can now choose something other than a suppressor for Warzone, which means this keeps you off the radar. If the Oden had access to something like subsonic right here, or 9 attachments, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is all they have. If they had access to 9 attachments, the gun could be a little bit more viable in today's market. But as of right now, this gun's only viable range is pretty much past, 45 meters for most weapons. 45 meters. The Oden maintains its 725 in this style build all the way up to 69. Giggity. 69 meters, and then drops off to its 870, 70 meters and forward. So looking at guns like the KG M40 in its current primary meta build, you're looking at a 837 time to kill with a 1000 millisecond time to kill past 31 meters. But here's where the guns start to separate themselves. So landing those shots to the chest, of course, on the KG is significantly easier. So you're looking at practical TTK here. Headshots, the KG drops down to 837 for the 32 meters and out. And of course, Oden sits at 435 all the way up to 725, 70 meters and past. But here's the thing where it starts to become a little bit more gray area. So engagement chances, percentage to miss. So say you were going to miss a quarter of your shots, 25% of your shots. On the Oden, you're looking at 1,000 milliseconds and the KG at 1,118 milliseconds. But that's the thing. The KG doesn't have recoil. So comparing these two at a 25% chance rate, the Oden is going to kill significantly slower if you miss 25% of your shots than if you do with the KG, because the KG, it's going to be really hard to miss that many shots. So what are we looking at really for the Oden? The Oden needs to be in the hands of someone who is significantly accurate. And if you're trying to get mathematically the most out of it, you're going to want to be fighting anybody past 31 meters with it. Cool. We can do that, right? We can always try to maintain this 31 meter difference between the Oden and whatever else we're fighting. So, what goes well with the Oden? Well, right now, if you're looking to mathematically maintain your best options, the Arma Guerrera, right now, one of the best. If you're sticking to a slow rate of fire, high damage weapon, so you want to be able to at least rely on both weapons to feel similar, the Owen is a disgustingly strong SMG. We actually have an Owen build video out right now. You can check it out. It is the video that actually came prior to this one. I will link it down in the bottom, and I'll put a connection to it at the end of the video. And then one of the last ones you can run, the Type 100. The Type 100 actually has a disgustingly strong time to kill right now. A disgustingly strong one at 560 milliseconds. One of the strongest in the game, along with the Type 1, or around with the Owen and the Arma Guerrera. But yeah, so this is going to be the Oden, scientifically, algebraically attempted, Colossal Suppressor, 810 barrel, canted hybrid, commando foregrip, and sleight of hand. If you try it out, let me know. If you manage to get some cool clips with it, clip them and send it to me in our Gilded, and maybe I can use you for a video and, show off your coolness. But thank you all so much for checking out the video. Remember, we make videos here every day now. We also have shorts every day and streams every day. Our streams are live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we play until about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The videos go live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the shorts go live sometime during the day. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like on the video and tell a friend. It'd be wonderful to have y'all. I will see you all soon. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, peace.